What's up, guys?
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
I can hear somebody jamming out to it in the background.
What's up, people?
How are you guys doing? Hey, happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. You all doing good today?
Happy Monday, everyone in the chat, too. Cheers.
Yeah. We're all here.
Call again this week, so cheers.
We're all here, so that means we all survived.
Right? We're all here on another Monday.
Another Monday. So anybody have exciting things going on this last weekend?
I did.
Well, yeah, you did. You hinted
I don't
at
want to step on anybody's toes or not, but anybody they want to go before me, they're welcome to it. But I got stories.
Stanley, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I say do it.
I had one of those rare opportunities to get way offshore. We went 100 miles out, and it was a little bit rough. The fishing has just been a little bit rough this year. It's been a little bit just having hard times getting fish. But I got to see blue water. It's been a year and a half since I've seen blue water, which is just great for the soul, period. I managed to get out of the country. It's international waters out there. And I managed to catch a fish that I've never caught in my life. One of the best eating fish that I have ever experienced in my life. So that was my weekend. Stay tuned. That video will be coming out. Well, it's going to take a little editing, so it'll probably be about 2 weeks for that video. But cheers. That's my weekend.
Sounds like a good one.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's not good, Ben. Ben says Sunday the drywall guy or repair guy stepped through the drywall above his kitchen. That's never good.
I've seen that happen before. That don't always work out too well.
Right. So, Steve, you're firing up an old tractor this weekend, weren't you?
Oh yeah, my brother came down and we got an old John Deere 50. The tractor, I know nobody here wants to hear about tractor stuff, but that old tractor kind of has a special meaning to me. And he came down, we got it running because I'm colorblind, as you guys know. I can't see the colors of wires, and he can, so we got the damn thing running. And I was tickled. In fact, today I did an oil change. I don't know when the last time that old tractor had an oil change done, but we did an oil change today and sounding pretty good. But I do have, now that I see Jeff Bottom is in the conversation, I do have some exciting news. I was waiting for him to pop in. As you know, I haven't been fishing in a long time. Just things have been too busy around here doing what we do. And he called me today and he said, "Hey, Steve, what are you doing this week?" I says, "Oh, yeah, that's right. I owe you some money for you working for me." He says, "Besides that, I don't care about that. What are you doing like Wednesday or Thursday?" I said, "Well, probably working." "Why?" He says, "Well, I'd like to go down fishing on Duck Lake." And that's a lake that me personally, I've never had any luck with it. I call it No Luck Duck. And Jeff says, "Let's go fishing." He says, "I've got it figured out. I know where the fish are at." Well, hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
So Thursday or Friday, Jeff and I are going to go fishing. We're going to go give No Luck Duck a chance and see if something changes. And with that, if it does, we will finally have a video to put on the Hull and Ash Outdoors channel.
Ooh,
nice.
All right. Well, all right.
Yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really glad to hear that. You have been. It's not for lack of effort. I know that you're working hard and you're doing a lot right now. But I'm missing the fishing content, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah,
I want to see a video, regardless. If you don't catch fish, I want to see the video about how No Luck Duck doesn't work.
Yeah, well,
I want to see the video regardless.
Jeff bought a new boat earlier this year, brand spanking new. I've not been on it. I've been next to it in my boat, so this is going to be one of those Oh boy, Jeff's got a new boat. Let's slime it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Sweet. Grant, everybody so far is pretty exciting stuff this weekend. How about you?
Well, I was on call, so I got to go to work for a couple hours Saturday and Sunday morning. Probably should have took a fishing pole with me and fished at the ponds at work because it was pretty nice both mornings, but I didn't. Come home and we went and got a new puppy on Saturday.
Uh-oh. A new
Yeah,
puppy.
introduce them.
Speaking of, that
We
was
all
good.
love puppies.
Perfect timing.
Oh,
Hey, oh, that face.
So we've been getting some puppy love all weekend.
That's so damn cute.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Love puppies.
Jeff,
That's
slime
awesome.
away. Well, he's probably can wash that boat right out. So it won't be like probably I won't catch a whole lot, but we will give it a try.
Very
Jeff's a
cool.
really good fisherman. I know I've said this before, and I want to say it again while he's in the chat. When it comes to people that have got it figured out on inland lakes and pan fishing, Jeff's the guy. I don't know how he does it, but I can sit there in the boat right next to him. I mean, a seat right next to him, and he'll say, "Steve, you're about to get a bite." How the hell do you know that? He said, "I seen your rod tip twitch." Sure enough, boom, fish. He's a great fisherman. So I'm looking
I
forward.
love it. I've seen that before. I've been at where you're in a boat with somebody in tune like that. My Uncle Perry is like that. My brother-in-law up there in Wisconsin is like that, where you can sit there right next to each other, be using the same damn bait, the same spot, and they'll outfish you 10-1.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, so my turn. The weekend was pretty quiet. We took a long weekend. Actually, so tomorrow is mine and Audrey's 36th anniversary. So
Congratulations.
thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So 36 years. So we just kind of, there you go. It deserves some of that, right? It deserves a little bit of this.
How she's put up with you for 36 years, I'll never know.
I was just going to
Me
say
either.
the same thing.
I have no idea how she put up with me. But we're not doing anything real special. But we just kind of hung out all weekend together. I did work on the boat a little bit today. I've got, if you own a boat, you got a checklist of things that upgrades or repairs you need to do over time. And it was one of those things. I had to replace a power cord for the Lowrance. So I did that today. Came inside, looked like I'd been in a swimming pool because my shirt was soaked through. It was hot and not a breath of wind around here today. So there was that. So, but yeah, tomorrow we're going to probably go out to dinner, have a good dinner somewhere. Oh, thank you, Mr. Stanley Orchard. Help pay for dinner tomorrow.
Not for you. That's not for you.
Yeah, Nick, that's a long time. You're right. Man, that's going to help pay for dinner. That's all that matters. Yeah. She's put up with me for a long, long time. We were kids when we met, basically. So, most of those don't last, but
36 years. I remember that about 20 years ago.
Dang. You've been married 56 years?
We're not that close.
Ouch. Thank you, folks in the chat. Other than that, so y'all been following the latest on the fuel system repair video that I did it 30 something minutes long, and like 26-minute mark, all of a sudden the audio and video are off. The raw footage is fine. The MP4 that I produced from is fine, but then once it gets uploaded into YouTube, it craps out on me. And I did it, I think, 4 times now. So early last week, I think it was, or maybe the week before, the first time I contacted YouTube, and they're like, yeah, I see the issue. I'll have it done in about 30 minutes, and 2 hours later, it wasn't done. So I got back to them, and the young lady, yep, I see the issue. We have been working on it. It'll be 24 to 48 hours. We'll have it done. A week later, contact them again, and yeah, there's an issue with it, and could you email us the file? And I'm like, this is a 36-minute long MP4. How am I going to email that? And so I replied with that, and someone came back. They changed people, and someone came back and said, could you share it through Google Drive? So I did that. They got it. Then that individual got back and said, I'm elevating this to our internal team, which I don't know what that means. And he said it might be a few days. And then yesterday he emailed me, which had been a day or two. He emailed me and said, okay, the internal team's working on it, but we have no time frame, but I'll keep you updated. So this is a video that I think I posted 2 weeks ago that still is just sitting there in limbo. I even reproduced and uploaded it again, went through all of that, and it still did it. So I don't know what the deal is.
John, when all this is done, I hope to God that video puts you up like viral status, because you have been dealing with that for a long time.
And yeah, literally, people probably don't know that the background. I've been dealing with this video since January. I think it was January when I started working on that.
Yeah.
So
now you need to make a video about how making a video about this subject sucks.
And you can title that video, "Fuck you, YouTube."
Yep.
I don't know. Oh, the second one.
You need to tell them, here's what you do. You need to tell them, like, look, I know what the issue is. You guys do what you need to do. Get that part of the problem solved. However, when it's done, what you need to do is push it in search and discovery systems, really hard. Maybe put it on the trending tab for about 10, 15 days. That will help the issue. I promise you. I know what I'm talking about. I've been making YouTube videos for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
So do you think it's because of the length of the video? Because 36 minutes is a long time.
It is a long video, but I've seen longer videos. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I think somebody said how long it took. Yeah, it took forever to upload. It took forever to produce and then upload, and then watch it, and it's jacked. So you delete it, re-upload it, that whole process 4 times. And it's like, golly. So I got to one point, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to not do the video. Screw it. But let's wait and see if they can fix something.
I guess the lesson learned is maybe break it into like a part 1, part 2. I don't know.
It's these days, YouTube can handle 4K. They can handle 24-hour live streams. Yeah. They can handle John's 30-minute video. That's what that is. That's a processing issue. Something is going on in the processing of that video to YouTube. They have some kind of flaw in their system, and they just need to get that thing worked out.
Yeah.
Agreed. I've done part 1s and part 2s before, and they've just never, you don't get the same amount of views on both, and for weird reasons, my part 2s get more views than the part 1. It's just, I'd rather just be one thing. So that's why I did that way. I thought about that.
I've had some people ask me on my other channel. I did a video with my dad talking about his 1926 Huber. And from that, I've had some people reach out to me and say, hey, we would love to hear your dad talk about some of these other tractors in his collection. And one guy out in New York, he said, what I would really like to see is you get your dad in front of that camera and let him talk about everything that he has seen from the time that he can remember farming with horses right up to the big equipment. And I told my dad that the other day. And he says, really? Somebody wants to hear me talk about that? I said, you'd be surprised, Dad. But the thing is, we got to get you focused on 20-minute increments, because I don't think you talking about everything from 1925 to 1995, you can condense that into 20 minutes.
Well, you can do multiple episodes.
That's what I was thinking, like part 1, part 2, like 1925 to 1940, 1940 to 1970 or something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But
I'd like to see a whole playlist. Put a whole playlist together.
Do a part 2 or part 3, so part 1 gets blown away and nobody watches it. So I don't know.
That happens.
Yep. Sea Pro Fishing, how you doing, Wayne?
Yeah, Wayne's in the house.
I'm kind of late on the chat here.
He's probably munching on some snapper, some mutton snapper tonight.
I was talking to my uncle about you just the other day, Wayne, and what you do with what was it? We were fishing for rainbow runners. Wayne, we were fishing for rainbow runners, and they were being really, really finicky last weekend. Didn't get any to bite, but man, we were like trying to hide these tiny little hooks in these lines. We're trying to drop these tiny little baits, like finger mullet, 300 feet down with no weights. And I was telling them, I'm kind of curious your thoughts on that. I was telling everybody we need to at least put a split shot or something like, 15, 20 feet up the leader, like how you guys do on your muttons. Everybody said, no, that was dumb. Now they did agree that was a good call for muttons. They liked it, like what you guys do on that. I'm wondering if you would do the same for a rainbow runner.
And as long as we got Wayne on the side chat, I was talking to Floyd, who lives like they got to be damn near neighbors down there, and he said they got a big hurricane coming. So Wayne, I hope the heck you're all batting down the hatches and ready for that thing coming in.
Yeah, there's a couple storms out there.
I am not up to speed with that. I was not aware that we had stuff coming in.
Yeah, I think the first one's going over the Keys and up the west coast of Florida, and then the second one I think might be coming closer to the east coast of Florida. Now I got one they're showing coming into the Gulf, possibly Louisiana, Texas, but that one they don't have a lot of confidence yet, so they don't really know yet.
That's great. The cone of confidence is like all from like Texas to Georgia or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Says he doesn't catch them down deep usually.
Interesting. The reason for their being down deep on this particular occasion, we were at a cutoff oil rig, and the cutoff was 200 feet down. For whatever reason, there's a bunch of rainbow runners on it. Yeah, and I've experienced that myself with rainbow runners I've caught near the surface in the past. But the rig, the structure is 200 feet down. For whatever reason, that's where they're hanging out.
Makes sense.
It is going to messed us up last summer, the hurricanes that we had. That's why I have not seen blue water in almost 2 years, is because of the hurricanes coming through the Gulf last year.
Well, you hate to wish it on somebody, but I'd rather it not hit us.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, it's been so pretty here, too. I don't want that to mess it all up.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, we still go for October so far?
Oh, yeah. Game on.
All right, that's going to be a good one. You folks in the chat, if you can get Texas and go to Padre Island National Seashore, look us up during Sharkathon.
Wayne, that's awesome. He's doing a hurricane fishing video. That's cool.
Might as well.
Hooked up, man. It's been really pretty. Like, it's been really, really pretty. But from what I've seen, I'm afraid this weekend is not going to be a good one.
That's the problem with coming from up here. It's like, look, I'm already set. I'm going to be there. Hope for the best.
Yep. Yeah, don't count on it. Nice. Ben, that's going to be fun, dude. That's going to be really fun.
That's cool. Good. Glad you're coming down, Ben. It's not because I'm going. It could be. Maybe it's your luck, man. I know if
I need somebody with some luck to come and to come down and hang out with us in October, because I have been having, like, I've had a blessed year. I've had a really good year. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a lot of fun and going on some great fishing trips. However, I am having to work super hard for the fish that I get, like way harder than normal. I'm having a hard time getting into stuff that I would normally, otherwise not have quite this difficult of a time, particularly sharks. So I need some luck on my side for this.
Hey, Grant, you notice me and you are both going to be there, and he says he needs somebody with luck to come down. So you know what he thinks of us and luck.
Right.
You guys brought the luck last week. I saw y'all's luck.
Oh,
Steve,
man.
Where's there? I need that guy. I need your luck, man. You got to bring it this time.
I wish I could, guys.
Yeah.
You don't know that. I wish I could.
Yeah, he's got the luck right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Steve and Nicholas is saying the same thing in the chat down there, and there's going to be other people who are saying the same thing. Look, here's the deal. This is not the first time that we're pulling a get together like this. Now this will be like technically, I don't know, like the 6th or 7th time at least 2 of us have gotten together, and we're just figuring it out this year. We got a lot more of this coming up in the future, and it's going to get better. Like, I guarantee we keep trending the way that we're going, doing what we're doing. We're going to be meeting up in Florida, and if I have my say about it, we're going to be meeting up in Mexico doing this right.
Yeah.
C-Pro, I agree. TikTok and Twitch, I would definitely watch more Twitch than I do YouTube. It's just
I don't understand that.
I get Twitch.
I get stuff from this fella almost like 4 every day from TikTok, and I don't understand the fascination with TikTok.
Oh, I enjoy TikTok. I'll admit it.
Huh?
It's easy.
I'm a TikTok
it's easy to consume.
I don't get it. So the people that are putting out TikTok videos, are they making money off from it, or are they just having so what's the point in it? Just to do them?
Yeah, it's a creative outlet. Hey, people, don't underestimate the value of, what is that called? Like the likes and subscriptions and stuff. Like, you get that euphoria from the numbers. Don't underestimate the value of that. Like, I have no value. None of us. We don't put any value in that personally, but people do. Especially kids, the young kids. They put a lot of value in that.
Mm. Well, it's like I get 4 TikTok videos every day, and it's always the same thing. And it's like, do they?
Hey, Fredo.
Is this all that you watch? Is this kind of stuff? And I don't know. I don't get it. There was I'm becoming very frustrated with the YouTube algorithm. I feel like they have a click. Yeah, you know what you got to do, Wayne? I figured this out a long time ago. You have got to put a girl in a bikini on your thumbnail, and you're going to get all kinds of views. And I know Stanley tried that sometimes because we've talked about it. But I can't get my wife to get in a bikini.
One of you got to do it. She's not going to do
it. But you know, the first thing that pops up when you go and at least I do when I go on YouTube, is generally there is some girl scantily clad that's fishing, and that's, well, we're going to watch this. Not that I do, but that's probably how you get these views. No, I don't.
Yeah, you know what? There's 2 different things. Like, for one, you're right about clickbait. You've got to get that click. But the big thing, in my opinion, a lot of people will actually say that the click is the most important aspect of it. But the thing I focus on is the watch time. The longer you can make somebody watch, and that doesn't just mean like if you have a 10-minute video and you get somebody to watch for 10 minutes, that is not the end game. That is not the absolute end of it all. Now, if you have a 10-minute video and somebody watches 8 minutes of that video, and then they click the end screen and move on and watch 3 more videos that are 2-minute videos, but they watch 100% and they're clicking through the next ones, that is where the value is. When people are sharing out the video, when you are providing something to where people are sharing it out, they are binge watching your content as a result of a video. They're watching 100%. They're leaving 15 comments in it. When you get people that excited about a video, those are the videos that pop.
Mm-hmm. Well, it goes back to what I said a long time ago. I'm just doing this for fun. So I'll make a video because it's fun to make. And if it gets views,
that needs to be the mindset.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yep. That's mine. Hence why
you're
I have
exactly
no
right.
videos out.
You got to have that mindset. They push longer videos because you get initially more watch time. And that's why I focus on, I try to do 20-minute videos because of that watch time. However, like I said, there's different ways of getting that watch time. It doesn't have to be a 20-minute video. You can do 3 7-minute videos, and, you can garner more watch time with 3 7-minute videos that all actually tie together. And if you can actually get people to watch through 3 videos, that gets more watch time than the 1 20-minute video, the 3 videos will perform better. If you can do that. You got to actually get people to jump. That's kind of difficult.
Nick's heading back to work. Nick is heading back to work. So, y'all remember the AC going out on us in the truck when we were down there at the coast?
Yeah.
Yeah. $1,600 later, the AC's working.
Oh, that hurts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was ouch. That put a dent in the coffers. That was one of the reasons anniversary is not going to be quite as extravagant as we had thought it might be. But you know, it's a two-sided sword. On one side, you're like, we just get some money together, savings and this and that, and boom, something bad happens. But then on the other side of that is, hey, we're fortunate to be ready for it and have the funds to take care of it. So
Yep.
That's the way you got to look at it, I think.
I always call that my oh shit fun. It's like you didn't see it coming, all of a sudden, boom, where am I going to get that money? Oh shit, let's go to the safe and get some more money out, pay for this.
Looks like Danny had the same issue on his last month. So
either you know the price is accurate or you both got screwed.
Yeah. But you know, the good thing is it replaced almost the whole AC system. So I should be able to get another good 10 or 12 years out of the truck before I have to worry about the AC again. So I'll look at it that way.
You know, in South Texas, like normally, and I don't have AC in that little Silverado. It's a sauna, especially if there's rain. But normally I would say the AC is not that big of a deal. However, down in South Texas, when we're hitting 110 degrees, that's one of the more vital systems of the truck.
Yep, I agree. Back in the day, I used to run around no AC all the time when I was a young whippersnapper, but anymore, I like my AC now. This heat.
Yeah, it's getting tough. Especially, man, if you have to wait in line for the ferry. No. No.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd probably suck.
So I got a question for you guys. I'm curious. We were talking about this just a minute ago, and more importantly, we were talking about this earlier, but before we started the stream. I wanted to continue on this, and I gave everybody their chance. But I want to know. We were talking about, before we started, filming the fishing and the hunting and stuff that we do, and it gets kind of picky sometimes about what you are able to film as a result of, you know, like basically people don't want to look bad on camera. Businesses don't want to look bad on camera. The government doesn't want you filming around them. You have to film in a public place. You have to do some things like, you know, for example, we've got this video of everybody coming out where we were all fishing down here in Texas together. I did the courtesy, and I don't care if anybody else did this, but I took the courtesy of blurring out people's license plates and stuff. I'd like to have a little discussion about that, continue what we were talking about, because that was kind of interesting. There were some things that we have all come across that we were not allowed to put on YouTube, and it was probably stuff that, you know, would have been like viral hit kind of videos that we just weren't allowed to, you know, we were told to delete the footage and get rid of and stuff like that. I'm curious if anybody else in the chat has experienced that, recording a video that you're like, man, this is going to be a winner, but then you got to delete it for whatever reason. And more importantly, what are your sentiments about that? How do you feel about that when you come across something where you have this great video and then you got to shut that thing down? Steve, I'm going to start with you on that one. What are your thoughts on that? Have you had any of those experiences, and or what are your thoughts on it?
My life's not that exciting that anybody wants me to shut whatever I'm videoing down.
No. You are going to, above anybody else on this panel, you are the first person that is going to get shut down for language or whatever. You know, you're going to be the guy that gets called out for something.
Yeah, I do tend to swear probably more than the rest of you guys. As far as Facebook goes, I probably am on my very last one more, and they're probably going to kick us out. It's like this. I don't really give a good gosh dang. Go ahead and kick me out. I don't care. So I'm not going to change how I am. This is me. if you tune into my channel, and I don't really swear on my videos though. I just don't. It's maybe on a live stream or maybe in Instagram or something like that. But I really try to watch my language on my videos because I know that there's kids and my grandkids are watching. So I do try to be very mindful of my language in those cases. Does that answer your question, Stanley?
Yeah, and that's towards the language part of it. And I appreciate and agree. And what I will say is that I will say that actually everybody here has a pretty dirty mouth, but we all do a really good job of kind of keeping it off camera.
Yeah.
I'll curse like a sailor. I feel bad about. I wish I could fix it because my daughter does a really good job of not cursing, and I curse a lot around the house, and I'm always kicking myself about it. It's just I'm 40 years old now, and I've just been not raised to curse. I started cursing kind of like after I got out of the house, and now it's hard to kind of get over that when I'm with the daughter, and she does a good job not picking it up and not trying to, but I know there's still a couple of years of development where she may try to. So
you can tell the difference. I try not to curse on camera, but there's times when something's going on and you're not thinking, hey, I'm filming this. That's a big effing fish. Did you see that son of a?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then later when you're looking at the, bleep, 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 and that's no big deal. Bleep it out and you're fine.
Stanley,
it's a pain. It's a pain to bleep them. So yeah. I allow myself once or twice per video, every couple of videos, to bleep out words. But I realize when doing so how much of a pain in the ass it is going to be to bleep out those words. I try to keep it to a minimum.
Stanley, you fished with Chris and I for one day, and the rest of you all hung out with us. And you seen how I am. Stanley out on the boat, Chris and I let it fly. Did you see that on any video? No, we don't.
No, exactly. And I'm the same way. Until this year, I didn't even like bleeping out the words. Like I just did not cuss in videos. I care less now. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get demonetized. YouTube doesn't care that much, and especially if you bleep them out, you're good to go. I just don't want to put in the work in bleeping them. Yeah. And I'm trying to keep it general audience. I'm not going to lie. I am trying to keep it general audience.
For me, shits and dams are pretty much, as long as it's not excessive, I don't worry about those too much. Typically, it's the F-bombs.
I've got a couple of them where a guy that used to fish with us, he had a very filthy mouth, worse than me. And the hell of it is, he would say things when you're really reeling in a nice fish. So what are you going to do? You're going to give up that really nice catch? Or do you bleep out what he's saying? And, you guys need my skills. I'm not that great at editing and whatnot. So, all right, I can't really edit the whole thing out, so just let it go. Let it go.
This is an interesting one, what Ben is saying.
I've done that.
Ben was saying, go ahead, Grant, what were you saying?
Put it back up there.
What hooked up and backlash put up, just mute it. I've done that.
I've done that, but you know what? When you put the bleep in, it adds a little bit of a comical inflection to it. That's the reason I do it. Like John, you do the same thing. I've heard you put in like the dolphin noise. It's kind of a comic relief thing.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about, in my case, I'm not allowed to video at work, and I've had 6 to 10 tom turkeys hanging out inside the fence all week long that I could have got some great video of. So stuff like that.
And that was a little bit more to the point of what I was talking about. Cursing is one thing, but yeah. So, I guess companies that people are like this, and on their own thing. But companies in particular, we had okay. So speaking of my brother, he had I was referring to this. This is a thing that happened to him a couple years ago. So he was in the oil field. He worked for this company. And he came across a turtle in the parking lot of this company. And he caught that turtle and was going to release it on his way home from work that night. So he worked the graveyard shift, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody came in. He couldn't leave until 8. So he was there for 1 hour with everybody there, all coming in fresh, blah, blah, blah. And he had this turtle with him. So he goes and I don't even think he had the chance to release it. He's just sitting there, and the safety guy, and anybody who's done like oil field or anything like that, you're going to hear safety guy. You're going to know exactly, Fredo, you're going to know what I'm talking about. He's that safety guy. The guy who's, worked his way into a safety position, and he didn't like my brother, and he was going to use any opportunity he had just to make his life miserable. So he saw that he had that turtle, and he reported him. Now, that company had a policy on wildlife, and not only was there a policy on wildlife, it turns out that the turtle he had was a Texas tortoise, and this was an endangered species. So Texas Parks and Wildlife got involved. Before he was able to leave work that day, they wrote him a ticket for like $2,000 or something for a tortoise he was going to release. We're talking about video, and this doesn't really fall into video, but it's the same kind of mindset where, what the hell? Like where, what are we doing when you can't save a turtle from the parking lot and release it, and you're going to get in trouble for something like that? Now, he ended up walking away with like a $300 fine. That's what he ended up having to pay. But what the hell?
Yeah, one of my vlogs was 2020, so it was COVID-related vlog, and I happened to be on the military installation talking about some stuff there, and so quickly after I posted that video, nobody told me to take it down, but some leadership put out a message to all of us to be careful about what we say, what we video while on installation, and so I knew immediately it was related to the video I did, but they didn't ever directly ask me to take it down. So, and it was a horrible vlog that didn't do much anyway, so I just left it.
We're getting a little sensitive on these things.
Yeah, a little carried away.
No, overly sensitive.
Too many Karens.
We had. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Too many Karens.
A lot of Karens. A lot of Karens.
Okay, so like Wayne said, Wayne doesn't like to show fish releases because of the criticism. I've seen whether it's YouTube or TikTok or whatever platform, somebody's going to give you a hard time about it, whether it was legal or whether it was ethical or not. But if it's something illegal, you bet your ass they're going to let you know in the comments that it was illegal.
Yeah,
and sometimes absolutely.
It might not be illegal where you're at, but it's illegal where they're at. And they just assume, and go into that's not legal size fish or whatever.
It got chewed out for keeping a walleye that was. It was legal for the lake that we were on, and the name of the lake was in the title of our video. But somebody thought I was at the sister lake 5 miles away, 2 different lakes, 2 different names. I got chewed out for having kept a walleye that was illegal for a lake that I have never fished.
Internet game wardens. There you go.
Yep. Everybody's a keyboard commando.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly right. There was one I had the experience a couple years ago. I was fishing on the canals. I was fishing for bait or something like that. And I was on the canals out on Pottery Island, and I had the lady, if you've seen the bait fishing video for Sharkathon a couple years ago, I had a lady walk out of her house and across the street down to the canal that I was on, not public property. This was an easement. She came out of her house, walked across the street to chew me out for blocking her view of the canal from her house. I was not supposed to be fishing that canal.
I remember that video. Yeah.
Ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about that. At the time, I didn't know. All I knew at the time was don't hit stop on the camera.
Oh.
Nice.
I got a Wild Game Pursuit. Brad Atwood makes a comment up there. He's been on 16-hour days getting power back on here in Michigan. And I tell you what, I had no idea. The wife Saturday wanted to go down to Coldwater, which is south of here. There's this antique mall along the highway. So we've done it before, and she wanted to go there. Yeah, absolutely. It's her birthday weekend. Let's go. So we get down there, and there is nothing open, and all I see is power trucks, and all I see is trees on lines and power lines down, and all I see is car after car after car going by, thinking they're going to go to this antique mall, and it's closed. So, Brad, thanks for going down and getting the power restored. That's a tough job. I know it is. My son did that too.
Leonard and Bonnie had one of their big trees come down out back, and we had I was getting emails from the power company up there about we're working to restore the power and all, and I'm like, well, I'm in Texas, so right now it's not bothering me.
Don't have to worry about pipes freezing or nothing like that. So.
No, we do have to worry about that.
Not yet.
Yeah, what's the over-under on that happening again this year?
That's the next thing we got to pay for. We haven't even got fixed yet is that furnace up there in Michigan.
Speaking of Michigan, Grant, we're talking about the mid-zone goose hunt. Remember, we got this thing going on. You and I and Chris and John might be in it. I don't know. Uncle Leonard is. But anyway, Steve's working up in the UP right now, and Chris just got a new job. So he's going to be working who knows where because he's going through that orientation right now. But we're still planning on that mid-zone goose hunt because even though they're working away and Chris has got this new job, they still have got the weekends off. So we're still planning on doing that.
Okay.
Leonard will still put us up, John. We're needing a place to stay with a ghost.
Yeah, and
you might not have a furnace.
Our little house up there too. You can stay there.
I got
in September, right?
Might need some furnace work and trade, but yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see. It'll cost you a furnace repair.
I need my boots bad. It's like putting on tennis shoes or putting on work boots right now.
They're there, just waiting for you.
No, they're probably dry by now, too.
Just as dirty and stinky as they were when you left them.
Oh, hey, Steve, if I make it up there before you make it up there, you can rest assured you're going to see them boots all over social media.
They'll be out there on the break wall.
Yeah. Where is Steve?
We're going to do a little treasure hunt or something.
Where's Waldo? Where's Steve? Here's his boots.
Where's Steve's boots?
Oh, Lord. All right, who's got something coming up? We know Stanley Orchard, if you follow him on social media, he got to go off.
We all got something coming, except Steve. I'm sorry. However, Steve, I want you to know you do make a cameo appearance in a video that I have coming up.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
As well as you do in one of mine.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Yep. I back on this farming channel that I have because we're not fishing right now, so we're doing other things. And so Stanley sent Aiden a shirt and some decals. And Aiden, there's like 4 of these stickers. And Aiden says, Papa, you want some of these? I'm looking at, yeah, hell yeah. How come Stanley didn't send me some of those? Yeah, I'll take a couple. So I put one on my boat, and then I put one on my transfer tank. So Stanley, because Stanley you guys are supporters of my other channel too, but I thought I'm gonna put his sticker on there, and I'm gonna give him a shout out on this next video.
Yeah. It's my first transfer tank shout out.
There you go. Yeah, that's impressive.
Oh yeah, really.
Hey, you know what I saw, and I'm not going to say who it was, but another YouTuber in Florida, a couple, and you know how I would leave business cards around, AJ Outdoor YouTube business cards, and Stanley, you had the magnetized ones. They have decals, their logo, whatever it is, YouTube. And when they travel somewhere, like there's certain telephone posts, people have all these, they'll stick their decal on there too. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I might have to think about making some smaller ones with the YouTube on it, and just for that kind of purpose.
The
I
problem,
love that. That is Gorilla, but geez, that seems expensive to me.
I was just going to say the problem with that, and you guys know, it's like my Hall and Ash decals that I make. It's like they're $12 a piece, and I don't
Can't
Yeah,
be that
yeah.
fancy. With these ones are throwaway decals, so you get the cheap ones. I'll give you guys a link to the place. I get them like $1 or $2 a piece. So
well,
Yeah,
you
okay.
create your
Okay.
own logo and all that on the website.
the other ones, one of Chris's friends' wife makes these decals, and she's making some for my other channel, and they're still like $3.75 a piece. So can you imagine taking these decals every place you go and start sticking them everywhere? It would get expensive real quick.
How much traveling do you do, sir?
Me?
Yeah, every place you go. You haven't left Michigan in a year, sir. It would have cost you nothing this last year.
You're right, but boy, I do a lot of trips around the neighborhood.
Oh,
Well, you don't put
Hey,
the stickers
Ben.
around your neighborhood, sir. You travel somewhere and do it.
all you're doing is slapping them on your neighbor's bumper. We know what you're doing.
There you go. You find a
That's
neighbor
kinda
that
funny.
Which I laugh about. I did that to my family when we did our little magnets. The first thing I did was go through all my family and I slapped them on everybody's bumpers, and everybody thought they were stickers, so they all got mad at me. Yeah, and I can't do the thing. Whatever. Ben, he's got a great point on that. That's another one. Make a decal with a QR code.
I don't know how to do that, or I would do it.
Okay, so I'm old. What's a QR code?
That thing that you scan with your phone and it'll take you to a certain website. Some of the restaurants
Yeah.
during COVID would have it on their table, so there were no
For
menus.
like the menu.
Yeah, you'd scan it and the menu would pop up on your phone.
I'll have to ask Aiden to do that for me, I guess.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I've never done that, but I've seen that as a thing. The other one I was going to say, this is one I haven't pursued yet, but I desperately want to. It's dumb that I haven't yet. So some of these places, and I forget which ones, there's one that I go to and I haven't done it in like 5 years. I don't remember. But anyway, so there's a site like Spreadshirt or Teespring or one of those that they do like canvas prints. And they always have some kind of discount on whatever it is. It's office supplies, whatever, I don't know. But they've always got some kind of deal. And like probably once every 6 weeks, they have a deal on canvas prints. I want to get a canvas print done with all the channel information. And I'm going to go work out some deal with the bait stand and be like, dude, what do I got to do to hang this up next to your bait stand so that every person buying bait, you know, somebody who's maybe in line with my target demographic is right there. They're the ones seeing it. The telephone pole idea, I love it. That's awesome. But I can't do that in my hometown because the people in Beeville, Texas don't really care about fishing videos. Or if they do, you know, they're not the demographic. But I want the people, the tourists in Port Aransas. So I'm going to put up my stuff in front of them. And having a $10, you know, big piece of canvas hanging out in front of the bait stand, to me, that's golden real estate right there.
Again, though, the decal idea wasn't to put it around your house and hometown. Like I said, when they travel somewhere, they went to California, there's a place that has decals. They put their decal up there too. That kind of stuff. Not put it in your own vehicle and think that's going to help. So just
Fredo, the problem with stickers, this is the deal, because I did the band thing for a while where we tag everything with stickers. The problem with that is that comes back to you. That is now like when you're putting a sticker on stuff, for one, people are going to remove them. But for two, if you put it in a high visibility like place, you're infringing on somebody's like, you know, whatever thing. And it's like graffiti. And it's not only graffiti, but it's graffiti directly pointed back to you where you're liable. Like if somebody wants to get mad about it, they know exactly who to get mad at.
So don't go into the airport and start plastering stickers.
right. Like I said, someplace where you see other people's decals, unless they're busting everybody on that whole place, you guys are getting carried away. It's not as bad as you think.
The poles, put them on the poles outside of a drive-through window at like Whataburger.
There you go. Because nobody there gives a crap that it's there as far as employees, because they don't get paid enough to care about that stuff. So it will stay there forever.
And how many people are going to see it? You know, that is a high visibility, high traffic area. I can't go to Whataburger without there being 25 people in line at 3 a.m.
Absolutely. Now, will they care about fishing? Maybe, but that's if you get 1 out of 20, it's good. Anybody
in a Whataburger drive-through line at 3 a.m., that is my target demographic.
Nice.
Hey, C Pro Wayne, I also use Canva. I like it a lot. I actually upgraded my game, and I got one that I pay for now, which I don't know if it's worth it, but I get to take backgrounds out and do all that, but I don't do a lot of it right now. Don't use QR codes. People don't scan them because some have mall. Oh, okay.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I've never scanned them. I've not made it to that. Like, I've never once scanned one. I just knew it was a thing.
We've had to for menus and stuff like that.
Oh, I asked for the paper menu. I'm not about. We have a family rule. You know, I know that we joke about this. We're drinking all that stuff like that, having a good time. But I have a family rule: no phones at the table. And I'm sorry, but that extends to your menus. You can bring me a paper menu.
These places didn't have paper menus because of the Rona. You can't.
Oh, that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
Bredo, that's a good one. That's a good one. But you know what? You got to go next level with it. Your target demographic, I joke about the bait stand thing. It might not be fishing people. Your demographic is actually people who don't get to fish but enjoy it. That's a fence you're walking. You know what I mean? But that is the people you want to find.
Yeah. And I'd say that's a lot like the tractor and farming videos. It's people that grew up on a farm that hadn't been on a farm in 20, 30, 40 years. You know, they miss it, so they're going to want to watch a video about it.
That's true.
Exactly.
I can't get out to offshore fishing, so I'll go watch videos about it.
Right.
I'm not like I straight up target people who have been to Port Aransas, been to Padre Island. They want to enjoy it. They want to do some fishing or whatever it is they want to do, but they haven't been in 10 or 20 years. You know, they like it. They remember it. They want to do that. That's the people that I target.
All right.
It's a vacation destination.
Hooked Up and Backlash says they have to. He's talking about the menu. They have to give you one. Not everyone has a phone. No, they don't. They just say, well, if somebody at the table don't have a phone, go find someplace else to eat. That's how it was. There were no
We got fries
menus handed out. Just the way it was. And it might be back that way again, the way things are going. We'll see.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, curious about that. I got plans to be at Vid Summit and VidCon and Video Marketing World in the next 3 months. And this whole, resurgence thing is really looking to shut me down on some stuff I don't want to get shut down on.
Yeah, Audrey's work conferences have all gone virtual already. They said this year it's just all going to be virtual. So
yeah, we're close on that one.
I'm looking at this last comment by Hooked Up and Backlash, and I'm wondering if he's targeting somebody being old.
Okay, look, I'll tell you guys, when we went to one of those places, I'm doing my phone because I have a different phone than Audrey, and she does it and gets the thing, and I'm getting mad, and finally she's just like, you can use my phone and look at my phone. I'm like, fine. So yeah, I'm one of those old people too, I guess. I did figure it out. I could do it now, but at first I was like, why the hell this thing don't work? Just take a picture. That don't work. Got all grumpy old man there for a little bit.
You ain't alone.
Yeah, Danny Baker. Sorry, go ahead.
You ain't alone. This damn thing, I know it's getting close to having to replace it again, and I'm dreading it because it took me forever to figure out where the buttons are on this. So now we're going to have to upgrade to another.
Like 2 buttons.
Brings me to another thing. Grant says the other day that I need to get an external microphone for this. Okay, so I'm on here looking, trying to figure out how the hell do I get an external microphone for an iPhone 6?
Right where you're plugged in.
You just no.
Yeah.
Not there where the power is.
Yep.
It's off on the side, and there's like 4 holes that none of them are big enough to receive that 3.5 jack that they're talking about.
You got to have an adapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a dongle.
So, yep. And then on mine, which is Samsung, where the power plugs in, that's where the earplugs, everything plugs in that same spot.
Well, Grant, the next
No, it's different now. I've got the Samsung. I've got the S10, which is now 2 generations old. but I've got the 3.5.
I got the S10. And my earphones look just like this.
You're using the S.
That's the same as the
Yeah,
power
you got
cord.
the little.
No, it's not adapter.
Oh.
These are headphones.
Say, I use the 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah,
I say that I'm actually using Bluetooth right now.
Well, anyway, Grant, the next video, actually, I did it today, is with the barn doors down, and so you don't have that echo so much until I figure out what I got to have for a microphone. Oh, Lord. Oneida Eagle. There's my old buddy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. He's in my salmon fishing videos. His name is Aaron, and he's got this boat we call it the leaky liner. It's a crest liner. He bought it from a guy that was a professional fisherman tournament guy, and that poor boat has gotten more damn leaks on it. So we call it the leaky liner, and I'm surprised he popped in. He is a guru when it comes to internet electronics. Anyway, nice to see you, Aaron. You pussy.
There we go. Demonetize. Hello, living Minnesota outdoors. Bullock Experience, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so QR codes, the young hip dudes and girls will scan that thing and watch your YouTube videos. So now you just got to decide or determine, how do you make a QR code that leads people to your channel? I have the faintest idea.
There's a site for that or something that builds those things for you. Yeah. I don't know. It's smart. I think that's a good thing to have. Hey, Ben.
Thank you, sir. That'll help with the anniversary dinner. That's the appetizer right there, brother.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
So while I've got Oneida Eagle / my friend Aaron on the side chat, so he sends me this picture that him and his guys that went out fishing have got like 7 of these. They catch like 7 lake trout. My other friend Pat goes out. He comes over, borrows my fishing gear, and he's going to go out and try. He catches absolutely nothing. He spent 2 days up the same area that Oneida Eagle is at, catches absolutely nothing. And I says, well, I guess maybe you ought to pair up with Oneida Eagle and go fishing with him, because apparently he's got it figured out. He does know how to catch fish.
I heard salmon. That's on my bucket list. I haven't done salmon yet.
That's the guy to go with right there, Stanley. If you come up, we got to get you hooked up with Oneida Eagle. His name is Aaron, and he does a good job of getting out on Lake Michigan, all the way from the southwest. I can't think of all the ports, but he goes, I don't know, Muskegon, Ludington, all the way up that whole West Coast fishing.
I know Aaron. Aaron is a good friend of mine.
Oneida Eagle?
No.
No.
Now you're best friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's the best time of the year to catch salmon there.
Now.
Right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are you and Jeff going to try to catch?
Probably crappie. Yeah,
Nice.
probably crappie.
Nice. Good luck. I've got no fishing plans in the near future. I'll be honest. I've gotten to where this Texas heat during the summer just kicks my butt. I don't like to be out there in the heat. So I will go something local first thing in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, and fish till 10 or 11. And then it's like too hot. I watch Fredo out there. He does a lot of fishing in North Texas. But he's out there sweating his rear off, catching crappie left and right. He is a crappie master. And I'm like, man, I would not be out there. Even though he's killing it, it's just too dang hot. So yeah, fishing with Fredo. If you haven't seen his videos, he's a crappie man. He's making his own jigs now, and yeah, he tears them up.
Yeah.
Just hooked up and backlash. Man, we only got a minute left. That's a conversation we can have next week.
Okay,
We'll
hold on to that one. Yeah, I would like to get into that conversation, and like you said, we're on borrowed time.
That's
hold on to that. Let's get a thorough conversation going about this next Monday.
Yeah, that's a good one. Just short answer is there's a firing range right there, and bullets are hitting the water by people. Actually hit a boat this last weekend, and authorities are doing nothing about it.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, it is time for us to sign out. Anybody got any last comments or concerns before we all say good night?
We have some cool stuff coming out. Everybody here. For anybody who doesn't know, we all got together last weekend. I'm sorry, everybody. Steve was not able to make the trip. However, he does make a cameo appearance in my video. So we have a series of videos coming out about how we all got together on Padre Island and did some fishing. You can expect to see that coming out next week. We need to take a little bit of time to edit these things down. So please stay tuned for that. Next week, I believe we are going to be on Grant's channel. So if you're not subscribed to him, you need to do so now so that you don't miss out on the live stream for next week.
Links to the channels are down below.
How is anybody not subscribed to Grant's channel or Stanley's channel? Or
Right. But the links are down below just in case.
Yeah, start subscribing if you're not already a subscriber.
Absolutely. All right, folks.
And
Grant,
check out the social media too. There's some good stuff there.
Grant, you got anything?
Everybody, take care. Hope you get out. It's been too hot here. It's our hottest week of the year was this past week. So
yeah. All right, folks. That is the end of the show, and we will see you next week at Mr. Grant McIntosh's site, and we'll be posting links beforehand. Peace out.